Hey everybody, Jamie Wissinger here from FitKetoGirl.com. It is Tuesday, I think. What day is it, Haley?
Monday.
It's not Monday. What comes after Monday?
Tuesday.
And what comes after Tuesday?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. What's Wednesday at school for you?
Miss Anita.
Your teacher's Miss Anita. And then, what did you eat for lunch today at school?
Carrot.
You had carrots at school today? Huh. What else did you have?
Applesauce.
Say hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
She did not have carrots or applesauce. That's normally what I pack her. She had chicken nuggets. Today at school, they give chicken nuggets. Was it good? Yeah.
And I eat oranges, so it's a what ew.
Yeah, she tried oranges and she says they're yucky and ew. Ew. Okay, so Haley is wearing, what color is your shirt?
Purple.
What color are your pants?
Purple.
Purple. And we are wearing purple because today is the 1st of November, and November is Epilepsy Awareness Month. So for last year, or a couple years ago, I shared a daily post about seizure safety and education on epilepsy, and I wanted to do that again this month. And it just so happened that today was my 1-year follow-up neurologist appointment. As you guys may or may not know, we'll get to this, may or may not know, I have epilepsy.
Hey.
I've had it since I was born. Had seizures when I was in the NICU when I was little, and then I had seizures in elementary school, and then they stopped, and then I had a breakthrough seizure when I was pregnant with LJ. So 21. LJ is at basketball tryouts.
And where's LJ now?
He's at basketball. He's trying out for the basketball team.
And LJ is now show me he'll win basketball. And I know he's basketball.
She's my co-host, and she's changing the topic, changing the subject. Okay, so I've had seizures basically my whole life. I went through a big...
In my time, Mom, and LJ gets his haircut.
He did get his hair cut. Right. Okay. All right. So fast forward to the present time. I have been seizure-free for almost 4 years. January of 2008 will be 4 years. So super happy about that. I went my entire pregnancy.
I want a cowboy.
Destiny,
Mom.
she does love her.
Mommy, I want a cowboy.
Okay, here.
Keep it.
Color on this.
Mm.
So needless to say, my appointments went from when I was pregnant with Grayson super much, like every month I had to have an EEG, I had to have my blood drawn, to have my levels checked. And if you guys, I might be kind of jumping the gun, but so when you have seizures, it's very important for your levels to be checked. You're taking medicine and you want to make sure that the medicine's working. So how they do that is through an EEG, which is electrodes hooked up to your brain, and they see the brain waves and they see the seizure activity. And another way is through your blood levels. They check your ketone levels, they check your levels of the medicine, just to make sure it's enough in your system to know that it's working. So the type of epilepsy that I have is classified as generalized hereditary. You want to get down?
No.
Okay, then you need to stop moving because mommy's talking. Okay? is generalized hereditary. So it means genetic, which means I've had it my whole life, and possibly someone in my family has had it. It's not something that you can catch from a family member, though, but it just might be a trait in my DNA that makes me prone to having more seizures. What? No. What is your turn? Say hi to Christina.
Hi, Christina. And Daddy go on airplane. His airplane will be right back.
Yeah, Daddy went to the airport.
And is he hot?
Yeah, Christina gave you hearts. She loves hearts. So if you're watching this, give me a 1 live, and then if you're watching the replay, drop a 2, and then for love for Haley, give me a heart. She loves heart. Yeah, can you do heart? Look at all the hearts. And Christina says hi.
A real heart.
Miss Holly says hi. She's giving you hearts too. Say hi, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Okay. All right. So back to my topic. She always loves getting on camera with me, so don't mind the little tangents here or there. Okay. So again, the type of seizures or epilepsy that I have are generalized, which means that they thankfully can be controlled with medicine. There's a lot of people that unfortunately medicine cannot control them. So there's different concoctions and different remedies that you can do. Okay, go get a snack. Okay. Okay. All right. So I've been on the medicine Keppra for, you're going to see my pantry now, for consistently since I was pregnant with Haley. So 2014, since my seizure, my last seizure. So needless to say, since I've consistently been taking my medicine, consistently being a good patient, I haven't had a seizure. And my neurologist out here in Louisville is great. I like him a lot. He listens. He's not your typical neuro. If you have seizures or anything with your brain, it's really hard to find someone that's relatable. I'm talking, not right now. Go shut the fridge. Why are you on the fridge?
There's juice in there.
What? That's orange juice.
I want your orange juice, Mom.
I try not to let her have juice, but she sees it. That's LJ's juice.
I want some.
Come drink this apple juice.
No.
She's smart. She's smart. She knows that I watered down her apple juice. She wants. What am I going to do with her? Haley, go shut the fridge. Now she's leaving the fridge wide open. Okay. All right. So, needless to say, today was my follow-up appointment, and I have been seizure-free for almost 4 years. So, what do you think the question I asked? Yes, in 1 minute. Go potty, please.
That's one potty.
Okay. Well, please shut the fridge.
No. I'll go one clean.
Well, it can't stay open. She's being 3. Bless me. Hold on.
Leave it open.
You cannot leave the fridge open. No, ma'am.
I need to.
No, ma'am.
I need to.
Okay. So the question I asked him was, okay, okay, thanks, Christina. I wanted to know if I could lower my dosage. I've been on, at the one point in time, my highest dosage was 3,000 milligrams a day, or 3,500 milligrams a day. And now it's 2,000 milligrams, so 1,000 twice a day. So I've been seizure-free for that long, so I wanted to see. And he was very hesitant, and he said, he just kept it real with me. He's like, look, I understand that you've changed your diet and you've seen this great success from, your lifestyle change because you're working out and you're healthier and you have keto clarity and you feel great. But we still need the EEG. So before he could sign off on me lowering the dosage, we scheduled an EEG. I'm waiting on the date and time, so stay tuned. So I'm excited to see. And what's even better about that is I don't have to be sleep deprived. So sometimes when you have EEGs, especially as an adult, they don't want you to have any caffeine, and they want you to be sleep deprived. So that means you have to stay up for like more than 24 hours, long time, which is really hard, especially when you're a mom of 3 children. So, and at that time I was pregnant, so it was really hard.
Mommy, go you throw this away.
Thank you. So, but this time he wants to see about my daily day-to-day activity. So I don't have to do anything different. I just have to show up, and I will throw it away in a minute.
I have to go potty.
Go potty, please.
Okay.
So, if you're on here, can you just say hi so I can see who's on here, who I'm talking to? So there we are with that. He was super happy that I have the keto clarity, and he okayed my supplement. He said he did give me a disclaimer and said, these ingredients look great. He said, but with any other supplements, you just got to read the labels. Make sure you know exactly what you're taking. But again, he signed off on Keto OS and Max. I brought a 10-day sample for him. Of course, when I try to go live, like the kids are crazy. Haley, what's up?
I pee on the floor.
Hold on, I'll be right back. You need help? Okay, all right, here, I'll turn the light on. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. She is in her house. She said she had to go home, so maybe Haley will stay there and leave me alone for a little bit so I can finish this conversation. I'm sure I've lost a few of you, so I'm sorry about that. So again, he okayed the supplement. Yeah, this is sorry. Thanks, Destiny, for hanging in here. This is my life for like 6 p.m. And then or 7 p.m. And yeah. So let's see. Oh, and another thing is, since we're in Louisville, they're building a new neuroscience center, and they're looking for patient advocates to spread the keto conversation and to spread the awareness of seizure safety and the stigmas behind it. There's a lot of information out there that is not true, and it's been elevated a lot because of the internet. You can literally Google everything, and you can get 10 million answers, and you don't know which one's right. So he's putting together a program, an educational program, and he asked me, I told him I wanted to be involved in Kentuckiana. And so I'm going to be a part of that. I'm going to be a great patient testimonial to help educate the community. Because, 1 in 26 people have had a seizure in their lifetime, which is, I'm sure you guys know someone that's had a seizure. Either you might not have witnessed it. Seizures look different in every which way. It could be someone staring off in space, or looking and you're like snapping in front of them, and they're like, "Hello, no one's there." That's a seizure. So shaking and convulsing and falling down on the floor, like what you see on TV, is not the case for every single person. So I'm super, super, super excited to help him with that, and to be on the patient side of it, and to be a success story for him and for the community. Hello, this is crazy. So what I wanted to show you is something he gave me for the kids. And even though Grayson and Haley are still little, this book is great. I'm going to read it to you. Haley threw it on the floor. So Of course she did. She's 3. So this author is Kim Gosling, and it's and he gave this to me in the office, and it's taking seizure disorders to school. So it's very geared towards students. And then the reason why I knew I had to like read it to you guys is because the girl in this story, like literally it says, "Hello boys and girls, my name is Jamie." Like, come on now, right? Like, hello. All right. It says, "I'm a kid living with a seizure disorder." So epilepsy is just a vague, broad term for someone who has had more than one seizure in their lifetime. Hey, Krista. Hey, Lauren. So this book just goes through and explains exactly what epilepsy means and what it is and what you should not be scared for. Like it says, you know, all it is means my brain doesn't really work the way it's supposed to. And then it says to explain it, which is great, right? Because you never really know how to explain seizures. For me personally, like sometimes I get an aura, like I feel like it's going to happen, and then I forget. So it says right here, have you ever turned on the TV after walking across the carpet and feel something tingly? Like, did you ever get shocked? That's kind of like what's happening, except it's in your brain. So your brain is like sending neurotransmitters, and it's basically overfiring, like it's going nuts, and your body does not know how to respond to that. Thank you, Haley. This is pizza. Okay. So when your brain is like misfiring, it's like, and your body doesn't know how to respond, so that's what happens. It turns off. So you either stare in space, or you can fall to the ground and you convulse, and that's just how your body responds to it.
Ow!
But like this, so this book has this cute little picture. What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. Come here. Let me kiss it. Love it. You okay? She stubbed her toe. Okay, so like here's the cute little pictures, right? Okay, so there's several different pages. I'm not going to read every single one. It says epilepsy is nobody's fault, and it also says I can't give you epilepsy. So like, hey, you can still be my friend, but you don't have to, you won't get it. So it's just really cute, a little picture book. I personally don't get them. If you have a breakthrough seizure, it depends on what state you live in or what country you live in. For Virginia, you are not allowed to drive for 6 months. And for Kentucky, I live in Kentucky, you cannot drive for 3 months. So Lauren, the chances of you having another seizure once you have a breakthrough seizure it could happen like repeatedly. That's why some people have rescue medicine, similar to like EpiPen, like puts you out of, it takes you out of it. And then because also like a seizure is really only supposed to last a couple minutes. And if it lasts more, then you need that rescue medicine. For me personally, that's never happened. So this page just talks about the different types. Oh, wrong page. The different types of seizures, which I've already explained here, and then it talks about the aura. So for me, what happens to me is I get a like metal taste in my mouth, and then I get really nauseous, like how you feel like you're gonna throw up, but then you don't really throw up, and then I black out. I don't remember anything. I just wake up and try to put together the pieces. It says in here, I can't stop myself from having a seizure. After a seizure, I may have a headache. So like, again, for me, leading up to the seizures, I used to have headaches like nonstop, like pounding migraine headaches. And then afterwards, it takes you a little bit of time to recover. I mean, if you think about it, your body is going through this traumatic experience. And this is for generalized, like, they call it grand mal seizures. So this isn't for like the staring out of space. This is for the big ones. It takes your body a little bit of time to recover. So you need to give yourself grace. You need to rest. You need to sleep. And this book talks about it. It says in here, it says even though seizures may look scary, sometimes I make strange shouting noises or do other things I normally wouldn't do. My body will get stiff. Sometimes I would shake. but please don't be afraid of me. You know, so it's just says you might even help me by telling the teacher or the school nurse. So it says right here, do not panic. Remember, a seizure might look scary, but it's something that my body needs to do. Because remember, your brain is doing one thing, your body doesn't know how to respond. So, and then again, it says, it's just something my body needs to do. And then it says, and no, it says right here, this is very important. And I've seen this like on TV so many times, and it just makes my blood boil. Okay, it says right here, don't ever try to stop my seizure and never put anything in my mouth. And no, it's not true that I can swallow my tongue. So what I see on TV is that people put stuff in people's mouths. Don't do that. And don't try to get in their way. All you can do is just turn them on their side and just make, you know, if you have some, like a jacket or something, put it under their head so they don't hurt themselves when they're convulsing. But don't put any, I can't say it enough, don't put anything in their mouth. Don't try to open their mouth to check on their tongue, because then you might get bit. Just be there for them. Make sure they have a safe surrounding. Kind of like when you're doing CPR, first aid safety, they teach you that. So just create a safe space, and then just be there for them. More than likely, if you have not been around a person that has had multiple seizures, you will call 911. So then just stay with them until the emergency service comes into play. Lauren, I have hurt myself before, yes. I do black out, so like one time I bit through my lip, so I have scars. You know, if you like, I fell face first into carpet, so I had rug burn on my face, or carpet burn. So yeah, it is possible. You have seen, I'm in a lot of epilepsy community Facebook groups, and there is sometimes that you see people with like bruises, or I haven't personally, like the lip thing was really traumatic. I had to go and get stitches, but overall, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. My seizures are nocturnal, so that means I have them during my REM sleep. So like when I'm in deep sleep, I've never had them during the day. But again, I've been seizure free for 4 years, so it's you know, it's a good thing that mine have been helped with medicine. And segue to the next page. It just talks about how the doctors really work hard to try to find the root of your seizures, and you know, check your blood levels, making sure everything's under control. It talks about having a special bracelet. So I know a lot of parents get their kids, you know, road IDs, or some adults have tattoos that say that they have epilepsy, just so that someone knows. I mean, my phone, I have, in case of emergency, I have that as well. I also have it, I have a road ID that I need updated. I haven't updated in forever. But when I used to go running outside all the time, I had it. That said epilepsy and Hashimoto's, so that people know. But, you know, my husband's a case of emergency. And I don't know if you guys knew, but yes, I believe they've been nocturnal my whole life. Destiny. If you dial 911 on your phone, iPhone people will text your in case of emergency person and say, hey, I saw that on Facebook. I don't know if it's true, but if that really is true, that would be that's good, right? Okay. And then this one, it just talks about kids with seizure disorders. We're not dumb. We're not stupid. Just be our friend. Having seizures is a very small part of who I am. You know, it just has different cute little pictures. And it said at the very end, it says, you know, after all, nobody's perfect. And I bet I'm a lot like you in every other way. And at the end, there's a little quiz that you can ask the kids what they've learned. And then at the end, there's like tips. Like, again, this book is geared towards school. So like if I was a parent with a child with seizures, I could give this to the teacher so they can read it. They can share. I think LJ just walked in. Hey, LJ. I'm on Facebook Live. Do you want to come say hi? And then here's I'm on Facebook Live. You can say hi to everybody. What's up?
Hi, Joseph.
Cool. All right, I'll be done in a minute. I'm almost done. He's really excited. And then here, there's top 10 tips for. Yeah, that's all, Jay. Does he know you as Melanie or Mrs. Brown? I never know. So I can yell that you just said hi. So right here, it just says top 10 tips for teachers. Like one is, you know, epilepsy is the most common cause of this. Oh, the cool mom. Just different things that basically all I just talked about. And then the big thing, realize that your student living with seizures may need some information repeated in the classroom. And that's it. And at the very end, there's this little section that talks about different special kids series. So like taking asthma, taking autism, taking cancer to school, taking diabetes, Down syndrome. Like, this is great. This is a great little free book. So yeah, I know I just like totally went off the wazoo. Different tangents. Thanks for bearing with me with my crazy kids. But I wanted to share that with you and share the good news for my appointment. So hopefully the EEG brings great news so I can lower my dose. And then in the spring, we'll stay tuned to see what comes up with the patient advocacy program. So I will continue to share and just share different things. If you guys have any questions, if after you've watched this about seizures or about epilepsy, please message me. I love talking about this. I love educating people about seizures and about it in general, because even though people with seizures, epilepsy is the third most common neurological disorder, it's not talked about. And it needs to be, and I want to change that. So again, if you have any questions, or even if you want to share a story with me about someone you knew who's had seizures, or etc., let me know. All right, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.